Do you remember when it was just fun just to wear the fragrance? A time when the note breakdowns didn't exist in your head, you weren't seeking something complex, and you just liked the scent that you're wearing just because it smelled good to you and that's all you knew. A time that back in your head, cologne was for men and perfume was for women, and there was no seasonal differentiation between a fragrance. You had fun wearing what you had, and it didn't matter the situation. What's going on, everybody? My name is Chris, and this is our channel, Mr. Sillage. To all the returning subscribed Sillage soldiers, as always, welcome back. And yes, I remember those times. I remember those times when a fragrance was just fun to wear, and that's it. So for this video, I picked 5 fragrances in my collection that I just enjoy wearing. I'm not gonna go over no breakdowns or seasonal wearings, just fragrances that I really enjoy wearing and are just fun for me to wear. But before we get started, leave a comment down below. Let me know what fragrances that you enjoy wearing just for fun, ones that just make you happy when you wear them. I remember when this number 5 fragrance came out, I bought it and I was wearing it all year round. And it comes from the house of Versace, and it is Versace's Man Oh Fresh. Now, to me, when this came out and when I bought it, I smelled it and I loved it. It was just something that I knew was fruity and had sort of this aquatic nuance to it, but it just smelled really, really good to me. I wore this at night, I wore this in the fall, I wore this in the winter, I just wore it all the time. And it just smelled really, really good on my skin, and I thoroughly enjoyed wearing this. This was such a fun fragrance for me to dive into early on in my fragrance collecting hobby. And honestly, it's one that gets neglected in my collection right now, but I'm just starting to find this fragrance again, and I thoroughly enjoy wearing it. And every time I spray it on now, it still manages to bring a smile to my face. Coming in at number 5, Versace's Man Oh Fresh. The next fun fragrance for me was one that was a recent acquisition that I actually won from Big Beard B before I was actually a reviewer, and it comes from the house of 1821. This is Man-Made Sweet Tobacco Spirits. This fragrance is sweet. It has this honey nuance to it. It's very syrupy. It has very loud projection and performance, and it's just one that was so beautiful to wear. Knowing now that this is basically niche quality stuff, I was just really happy to get this stuff and wear it. Not to mention that it was a prize from someone that I enjoy watching. It's just an incredible smelling scent. So with those two things in mind, this fragrance was just always fun for me to wear, and I just loved wearing it. At number 4, 1821 Man-Made Sweet Tobacco. Knowing the staple that this would be in my collection, number 3 is a fragrance that you find on many people's lists, but when I got it and when I smelled it, it was just one that I knew I liked and one that I enjoyed wearing, and it comes from the house of Yves Saint Laurent, and it is L'Homme. L'Homme was just one of those fragrances that when I got it, I didn't know what was in it. I just knew that I really loved this scent. It just smelled so good to me. I knew that it was a little bit spicy. I knew that it was a little bit citrusy and a little bit woody. But in the end, it just smelled really pleasant to me. This is my second bottle of this stuff, and it's one that I plan on maintaining in my collection. It's just such a versatile scent, and this is one, once again, that I just wore all the time. And back then when I would wear it, I would get tons of compliments with L'Homme. It's just a mass appealing, versatile, awesome scent from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. At number 3, L'Homme. At number 2 is the epitome of youthful, playful, attention getting, and it comes from the house of Paco Rabanne, and it is Invictus Aqua. And yes, I've said on plenty of occasions that I personally enjoyed the scent more of Cambridge Night from English Laundry, but when I just want something fun and something youthful and something attention getting to wear, something that is loud, this one is that scent. This one just screams for attention. It's fun to wear. It just reminds me of not really caring what a composition is. It's this aquatic scent. And when I got this, I just knew that I really loved this scent. I wasn't really concerned with what was in it. This just smelled awesome to me, and it performed really, really well. One that I still enjoy wearing when I want to give off that youthful, playful vibe. At number 2, Paco Rabanne's Invictus Aqua 2016 edition. Coming in at number 1 is one that you've never heard me talk about or seen me talk about on this channel yet. But to me, it is something that I just enjoy wearing. Yeah, it's labeled as synthetic now. Yeah, it's labeled as a similar smell to other fragrances, but to me, I just really enjoy wearing this, and it's a fun fragrance for me. Coming in at number 1 is Paco Rabanne's Ultraviolet Man. Ultraviolet Man, first of all, look at this bottle. This bottle is meant to look like a freaking blacklight. How fun is that? And it sprays like a freaking staple gun. This fragrance often draws comparisons to Bond No. 9's Bleecker Street or Ralph Lauren's Purple Label, but this stands very well on its own as well. Personally, I really, really enjoyed this scent. When I first got it, I knew that it was a sweet, attention-grabbing fragrance. It was one that I didn't care whether or not it was summertime, and this is a sweet ambery scent. It was one that I didn't know had the notes of mint and vetiver in it. To me, I just knew that it was something that smelled good. Yeah, it has a synthetic nature to it. So what? To me, back then, it was a fun fragrance to wear. And that's why it is coming in at number 1 on this list of fun fragrances, Paco Rabanne's Ultraviolet Man. As I mentioned at the beginning, it wasn't about the seasonal preference of these fragrances. I just knew that they smelled good and they were very fun for me to wear. The beauty was in my ignorance. I wasn't paying too much attention to Fragrantica. I wasn't watching that many reviews. These are just fragrances that I enjoyed wearing. They smelled good to me and they were fun to wear. So as I mentioned in the beginning, leave a comment down below. Have you tried any of the fragrances that I thought were fun that are in my collection? Or let me know which fragrances that are in your collection that you just enjoy wearing just for the hell of it. Ones that are fun and just youthful and just grab your attention and that you just enjoy wearing just for the hell of it. Leave that comment down below. I would love to see what you guys have to say. Also, if you've made it this far and you haven't already, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, leaving a sweet profile song on your MySpace. It'd be greatly appreciated. Also, all links to social media are conveniently listed down in the description, and at your leisure, maybe go check them out. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. You know that it always means the world to me. Love you guys, and as always, and most importantly, go frag yourselves.